Imagine that you can save 1/3 of your time thanks to efficient bulk management tool. You don't have to bother with administrating all access control devices one by one. How does it sound to you? And what if I told you that we can offer you such a software? I would like to welcome Gareth Robinson, our product manager, who will explain you how an Access Commander can ease your work, save your time and money. Hello, Gareth. Are you ready?
I sure am. Thanks for the warm welcome, Stepanka. Definitely ready.
Excellent. Enjoy your presentation.
Thank you. So I'm really excited to be here today to share some insights with you into Access Commander and how it can help bring value to businesses. And I'd like to start by asking a question: why is there a need for Access Commander? So we know that small, medium businesses, or SMBs in particular, really struggle to properly meet their access control needs. They often just don't have the resources to pour into the typical systems on the market. And those typical systems tend to be aimed at the enterprise level. So sure, they've got hundreds of features, but actually most of those features won't be used by the typical small, medium business. And at a smaller scale, those systems can be very costly. Plus, the sheer complexity of the systems mean that you need hours of specialist training and ongoing support just to be able to install and manage them. Now, that's fine if the business has a dedicated team to look after such things, but most small, medium businesses don't have that resource. So this is where Access Commander provides an answer by offering the capability without complexity. It provides powerful features to small, medium businesses without needing the resources required by those systems, which are costly, highly complex, and usually bloated. So to help us adhere to the needs of the small, medium businesses, we focused on 3 core principles in Access Commander. So firstly, we try and streamline workflow. We bring together the different elements of access control into a single interface. We consider the needs of the typical user and make the functions that they use on a daily basis quick and easy to access. To take care about how important information is presented in a digestible way to allow for efficient decision-making and effective responses to events. The next principle is about providing features which are targeted at the real needs of our users. Now, we really listen to our customers and we engage with them regularly with workshops, phone calls, interviews and surveys to give us a really deep understanding of their actual needs. That way we can develop or shape our development around best meeting those needs. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, is about maintaining a simple platform, one that's easy to set up in minutes without the help of an IT expert, and one that's so simple that it's accessible to everybody who's going to use it, not just the IT person, but also the HR personnel, the security guard, or the receptionist. So by following these core principles, we're able to deliver a platform which is perfectly aligned with not just the needs, but also the resources of the small, medium business. And we managed to do this whilst also preserving the strength of the platform as a whole. What do I mean by that, the platform as a whole? Well, I'm talking about the decentralized nature of our solution, which is built on edge devices that combine reader and controller into one hardware element. And that one element is the only type of element that needs to be installed in the two-end solution. So no need for separate door controllers or system controllers. That makes installation a lot simpler, quicker, and cheaper, because you can drop straight away all that extra cabling that you'd normally need to connect and power separate readers and controllers. Despite the simplicity, it's actually a very robust system because decentralized means there's no single point of failure. Each and every one of our readers is able to make access control decisions autonomously. So Access Commander protects this system strength by maintaining the autonomy of the edge devices, whilst offering a single interface through which they can be configured and managed. So how do we get it set up? Well, for optimum flexibility, we offer Access Commander in two forms. There's the Access Commander box, which is a fully plug-and-play solution with everything pre-installed. That makes it perfect for small, medium businesses of up to about 50 doors. And there's no need to arrange for a separate on-site server or access to one. We also provide it as a virtual machine format. And as such, it's entirely scalable, so suited to even larger installations. Because it's a virtual machine, it means it can run on a server independently of the server's operating system. And it's supported by a range of the most common virtualization platforms. So let's have a peek under the hood now and see what kind of capabilities it can offer. So there are the core functions that you might expect from a capable access control system. So we have user management, the ability to enroll users and manage their credentials, as well as their access rights and their privilege levels. So that you can restrict in the software platform the things that they can do in accordance with their job role. We've also got firmware management in Access Commander, so that allows admins to really easily keep hardware up to date in just a few clicks. So that ensures optimum performance and security. Logs and notifications offer admins a range of different channels through which they can receive important information as events happen. Time and attendance module provides the basic functionality needed to monitor and record the attendance of members of staff. Anti-passback support helps mitigate against the threat of credential misuse. And presence or mustering offers a means to see who's exactly in the building and what was their last location, so you can safely account for them in the event of an emergency. But I mentioned before, Access Commander goes beyond serving these core needs by bringing capabilities that offer added value to businesses. So let's take a deeper dive now and see some of those features. Now, our survey of over 120 integrators confirmed what the global reports say, which is that mobile credentials are very much seen as the future. And at 2N, we've made them a cornerstone of our access control solution, and they're natively supported in Access Commander. For the end user, mobile credentials mean simple convenience, which they're increasingly expecting. And actually, our integrator survey showed us that they're seen as the most important way to improve user experience. Facility managers or security managers can be reassured by the higher level of security offered by digital credentials without the privacy concerns attached to biometrics. And not only do we support mobile credentials in Access Commander, we don't charge for them. Furthermore, they can be managed directly in Access Commander, so no need for a mobile credential gateway or some credential programming tool to take on site and set the readers up. We've also included lift access control within the platform, so that allows for a complete solution to manage access through the floors as well as through the doors. It lets you limit vertical access to floors so they can be visited only by those approved to be visiting that floor. In turn, that helps you protect the safety of the employees and the visitors, as well as the security of the physical assets in the building. And all of this is through a single interface, so it's much quicker and easier to manage lift access than doing it through a separate divergent system, or worse still, not managing lift access at all. Access Commander also can manage our IP intercom range, so we can leverage some of their power. Now, camera logs offer snapshots taken from the intercom's camera during key events at the building entrances. So that can be invaluable in providing the full picture when there's an incident taking place, like a door forced open or an invalid credential being used. Not only are images capturing the actual event, but the few moments before and after the event. So that gives security managers the full context that they need to make more effective responses and decisions. For license plate recognition, I mentioned the building entrances just a minute ago, and we usually think that access control starts at the building entrances, but that's not always the case. It can often start before we get there. So by unifying license plate recognition into our platform, it enables you to enforce a secure access policy in the parking spaces too. So you can safeguard the whole facility through a single interface. Integrating through access cameras mean a flexible solution which is built on a secure, trusted brand. And that flexibility also applies to the way that license plates can be used to grant access, either on their own or in combination with a traditional credential type. This feature is actually fresh from development, so it'll be available to customers to enjoy from April this year. And what about a bit further beyond April, a little bit further into the future? Well, Access Commander has been evolving rapidly and it continues to do so. So how can we expect it to provide improvements that will further drive the capabilities and improve the workflows of security managers? Let's have a peek into the crystal ball and find out. I mentioned earlier that our primary focus is firmly on customer needs, and they're evolving at a rate which is matched by the changes in our working environment, especially recently. One of the ways that we can help meet these changing needs is to offer improvements to the way that visitor credentials can be issued. So we want to streamline the process by making it simpler to onboard visitors and also to offer different support of different credential types, which can be remotely issued before the visitor arrives. So what that means for you is you can actually offer an access control solution which is self-serve, and that's something that we're seeing an increased demand for, especially as businesses continue to streamline in our current climate. Occupancy management is another reflection of the way that recent events have shaped the needs of access control. We want to offer a simple tool to monitor and control the saturation of people in a building, so you're able to more effectively protect the health and safety of all those inside. And mobile credentials, we're all aware of the continuing trend towards mobile credentials, and we plan to further support that in Access Commander by allowing the credential management remotely through the cloud. So secure remote credential management will mean even more convenience for the end user, as there's no longer going to be a need for them to pair with the devices on site. These features that I've talked about, they relate to the software itself, but we also plan to make it easier for busy facility managers, security managers to use Access Commander on the go. So our 2N remote configuration service provides hassle-free remote access to the interface of our hardware. And soon we'll also support Access Commander in that too. So it will make it really simple to get a secure connection to the software so it can be accessed and managed even when not on site. So I'd like to quickly summarize the key points that I've shared with you today. So I've shown how Access Commander can be easily deployed in minutes, whether it's through a highly scalable virtual machine or through the plug-and-play Access Commander box, which is so perfect for small, medium businesses. I've shown how we can complement the core functions that one might expect with value-added features that can help streamline overall access management into one simple interface, driving efficiency and saving costs. And despite these features, we've been able to maintain a simple, intuitive interface, which is quick and easy to learn and to use. But don't just take my word for it. You can try it out yourself today. So we have a free online demo for those interested in checking out the interface and seeing how Access Commander can help meet the needs of your access control in a simple, effective way. So you just need to visit acdemo.2n.cz, register there for an instant access link to be sent to you through your inbox. So I really hope that today I've been able to demonstrate how even a small, medium business can benefit from powerful access control features, which are usually reserved for the resources and budget of the enterprise level. How 2N Access Commander really can offer the capability without the complexity. Thanks for listening.